Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new installment of AV Veterans Talk. I'm your host, Bob Alvis, and this week we're speaking with TV Hall, United States Air Force veteran and resident of Leona Valley. TV Hall.
Bob,
TV Hall.
TV.
Welcome.
No, I'm TV.
Yeah.
Bob.
Welcome to the new reincarnation of the program that we used to do together.
I'm not standing with headphones on, ready to charge the microphone with my punchline.
Exactly, and stuff. When I used to cringe and what are the words that are going to come out of this man's mouth and stuff, you know. So
it was always clean.
It was always clean.
Might be questionable, but it was always clean.
Always clean stuff. So anyway, I've known you for
since we started attending church, Christ our
Absolutely.
Savior United Methodist Church in Quartz Hill.
Out there in Quartz Hill, and
I've known you for 3 pastors.
That's right, exactly. And let's hope that's going to come to an end, that we can keep with the one and stuff, you know.
Well, we'll keep with one for a while, or both of us die. That way we wouldn't go through another one, you know.
So
I'm very sensitive being over 60.
Yeah,
I'm very sensitive.
Well, so am I.
I woke up this morning and I didn't see grassroots. I said, hey, it's going to be a great day.
There you go. So, like I said, I've known you for quite a while now. It's been a journey, and
in and out of all the facilities,
yeah.
Several rehabs, all that stuff.
Yeah, well, stuff. The doctors are doing great work with you.
I thought we were talking about you.
No, we're talking about you. So, okay, gosh, I love the fact that we can pick up right where we were years ago. So, anyway,
rank times intelligence is a constant, but if you
Yeah.
add our 2 ranks, there's a special stuff that goes in there. It's low IQ, but constant. Totally constant. And that's what's going on.
Well, I think that's why, we always had such a good thing, because I was a lowly NCO and you were the Air Force major. That
At ease. I'll be in the area all day.
Yeah, that's right. And so the nice thing was that the fact is, the NCO and stuff, I could belittle you because we're no longer responsible for our actions. There's not going to be repercussions.
And that was so much fun, because it was the gag. The gag was, I do something outrageous. Yeah. You, as a staunch, upright NCO, go
That's right.
about what I've done, and I look like a fool. And that was the intent the entire time. Absolutely. I never sat down and told you,
I know.
But that was the intent all the time.
Right. And then, of course, Carter Green was the buttermilk in the refrigerator that kept us.
Oh, yeah, he was. He how big his eyes got. Told me how much I needed to censor what I was saying.
Absolutely. He was freaking out. So let's talk about you. First off, you grew up down in Mississippi, or down in that part of the country?
I was a poor white child being raised in Mississippi, which meant I had all the white privileges you could shake your stick at. Yeah. I could go down to the bayou and watch the scum rise. We used to go and park our cars next to the beach and watch the submarine races, if you get my drift.
Yeah.
It was a great place. Yes. Now, what happened was, in Mississippi, if you graduated from Mississippi high school, you could go to a Mississippi college.
Yes.
That named it the doom of the world.
Yeah.
So they sent me off after high school to Mississippi State University, and I'll stop the personality. Yeah. It's hard doing that for a length of time. Let's go back a little bit and we'll come back. When we had the radio show, I had a podcast, a brief thing on his show where there were characters and they were all me, and it was good. Yeah. Anyway, they sent me to college and I started nuclear engineering. Nuclear engineering. Yeah. And then I got to the equation E equals negative lambda T. I went, phew. Yeah. Fortunately, that semester I had taken a 1-hour course in computer science, which was required, and it was something I took to. Yeah. One afternoon, 45 minutes after class, I'd finished my program, and I said, "Do they have a major in computer science here?" I said, "Yes, they do." Yeah. I said, "Oh, they're giving away degrees." I ran across campus, and before the sunset that day, I was a computer science major. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, that led to... somewhere in there was my first marriage that lasted into the beginnings of my career. We won't go into that in great detail.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, there was this guy that she liked, and no.
So I'm gonna go there.
All right. Then I got to the end of my degree. It was 1973, and there was the perpetual recession for some reason. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. And the interviewers on campus were laughing at B averages. Now, I want to say at my major I had a 3.5, but the overall was not pretty. It was not pretty.
Yeah.
So we looked around, and it became a good idea to enlist in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Right out of college. So I graduated from college, got on an airplane, and there I am with a bachelor's degree sitting on a footlocker in basic training.
Basic training, and you didn't even go the OTS route.
Well, the story continues.
Yeah.
All right. So we got off the bus that night, and you're hungry and all that, and this 19-year-old with pit bulls is screaming and yelling at this line of people still in civilian clothes, and I'm going,
oh, boy.
What's the language level on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is the, it was just sort of shocking to me, and he was backed up by a 20-year-old whose acne had cleared up, but his voice hadn't stopped cracking behind him, and then we went and got food. Anyway, I went through basic training, and we don't need to go into that because everyone's heard those thousands of stories.
Yeah.
And I went to Albuquerque. They were trying to make me a radio communications analyst, where you work 3 days a week and you listen to the headphones and try to figure out by the static and radio chatter you hear what they're doing.
Yeah.
They could not get my security clearance cleared because, Lord knows, I don't know where I lived 14 years ago when I'm 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
So finally they were looking through the books. You've got a bachelor's? Yeah. They said, here's a career field. It's enlisted man with a technical degree working in this field, 99127, for those of you that are fans of numbers out there.
Yeah.
And they sent me to the Air Force Weapons Lab in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I ran programs that analyzed EMP in Minuteman silos.
Oh, okay.
Which means I'd stack up the cards and we'd spin up the tape and we'd run the program, and sometimes they were happy with the results and sometimes they weren't, but I couldn't tell the laws of nature to give them the results they wanted.
Right.
So I'm doing that, and I'm doing this job, and always with my mind towards becoming an officer. And there came time to apply, and you had to have a year. I went down and checked into it. We filled out the paperwork, and I met a couple of boards, and then finally they said, you're going to officers training school.
Hold it right there. We're going to take our first break, okay? And then we'll come back to our officers' world, okay?
Okay.
And stuff. So we'll be right back here with TV Hall. I'm Bob Alvis, and thanks for joining us for this segment of AV Veterans Talk.